Hello everyone, welcome back on the Agri Adventures YouTube channel and Facebook page, and also welcome to the Radio Italia Uno program. Today we have our 50 minutes interview on Agri Adventures, and we'll have the opportunity to speak with Steve Bowley. Steve Bowley is the owner of Pacific Oyster. Is a farm located in Europe Peninsula nearby Salisbury. And he's decided to start his own business over there 15 years ago. During this interview, we'll speak with him about his job, his project, and what's happening around a little bit over there. I hope that you enjoy. See you after the interview, still here. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome back in this episode of Agri Adventures. We're gonna have a 50 minutes interview, and today we are here with Steve. Sorry, Steve, I didn't catch your surname.
It's Bowley, Steve Bowley, B-O-W-L-E-Y.
Perfect, thank you very much. And you can see, apart my son is running up on the boat taking pictures with a really expensive camera, which is scary. We are, okay. We are in an oyster shed. So this is the secret spot where the oyster, they get worked on, that right?
That's right.
We are not on the sea, you can understand, but we are close by.
Unfortunately, the sexy end of the industry is out on the water, but we only spend maybe an hour or two a day on the water. The rest is spent in here because it's a production process like most manufacturing businesses are.
Okay, so Steve, name of the company?
Pacific Estate Oysters.
Lovely.
In Stansbury. Yep.
And how big is the company?
It's just my wife and I. It's a family, very much a family business, and we run probably 2 million Pacific oysters a year is what we try and put in the water.
Wow. Just for has been following the program, or you will have a chance to see oysters, how long time does our oyster take to grow?
Takes about 3 years to grow an oyster to commercial size. So the sweet spot for oysters is probably from 2 to 4 years is when they are at the right commercial size.
Wow. So it's a huge investment.
It is a big investment, yeah.
It is.
So what, in fact, as I explained before, oysters grow at different rates. So you can have oysters from in any given population of oysters. What we say is it's 3 years to get 80% of them through to a point of sale.
Okay.
But some you'll have ready in 18 months. Some won't be ready after 3 years, so will still be going in 4 or 5 years.
Because that is natural.
That's just, it's a natural product.
And we're not going to force them to become ready only because we want to. We have time to wait.
Correct.
Perfect. Would you like to tell me a little bit about you? Like, why did you start this business? Is family business before you decide to change? What did you handle?
Very good question.
Sorry.
I started this. We've been doing it here in the Bay in Stansbury for 15 years, and it started as a bit of a retirement project. Is really where my wife and I, originated from the country. I'm an old surfer from way back, and I've always been around boats and those sorts of things. And we wanted to retire to the country, so we kind of thought, what's available in the way of a business, because I'm of an age where I don't have enough superannuation from my salaried employment to last us. We will probably need to keep working until we're 70. So we decided to have a crack at aquaculture because we didn't see ourselves running the local deli or the supermarket or the petrol station or the hotel. So we wanted to go with aquaculture. And we started looking around at various aquaculture businesses. And in fact, the most profitable is probably ornamental fish, like pet shop fish.
Okay.
But that requires a level of technical expertise and a level of, it's almost laboratory standards for cleanliness and those sorts of things, which which we don't have. But oysters are incredibly robust. They don't take much care. You put them in the water, and then if you just love them a little bit, they deliver that fantastic package that you've seen.
Yes, exactly, exactly. Yeah.
But so it started for us as a retirement project, as something to keep us occupied and earn us a bit of money.
Yeah, well, this is interesting as retirement project. I mean, you can't see around. We're not going to go around, but there are a lot of tools around over here
It's
to play with.
Yeah.
A lot of big toys.
It's a young person's game, I've got to say. Yes. Getting a bit old now.
And so you were saying before to me about oysters, and you were saying to me that your oysters are currently available mainly online. Is that right?
Yep. Yeah. Or from the shed here,
or from the shed.
We supply the local hotel here, or online sales. You can ring us up and order, and or do it online, and we'll supply them into town. We regularly we have a bus service here. We put them into foam boxes. We're talking the farmer direct to the consumer, and they're still wet when you get them. It's that day.
And where do you ship? All over Australia, or just South Australia, or what's the distance that they can travel?
Well, we only supply to South Australia because it's the fresh food is what we're after.
Exactly.
So we don't supply wider than South Australia.
That is probably understandable. And the final customer can find your website. Do you remember the website?
Yes, it's www.pacificastateoysters.com.au.
Perfect. So you can go over there, you can see, you can purchase your oysters, but you can actually come over and do an oyster experience. Is that right?
You can indeed. We do. We run our Decky for a day. Again, all on the website because it's not a tour. It is actually a working experience. So it's going out with me and my wife. There's no tour guides. There's no behind glass. It's jump in the water and do the work that I'm doing and eat oysters direct from the sea.
The real thing. So you're going to be there, slap, do the oysters quick.
Yeah. There you go. That's what we do.
Oh, that's just pretty cool. And so generally, I ask where the direction, like what is the direction for the business? Obviously, for you, it's now. Like you're not building because you want to go in another direction. This is actually what you are loving to do.
Yeah, we've built over the last 15 years. We've built to get to this level, and now we just run it and operate it. So it's been a labour of love for all of those 15 years, and you can see it didn't start out like this. We used to operate out of our house, and we started with 5 hectares of leased water. We did have 20. Prior to COVID, we had 20. We're now down to 10. But what you see, this is it. We've invested everything that we've made back into more machinery, bigger boats, the shed, the land, and all of that sort of stuff. So the infrastructure we've put in place, so now it can just run itself, essentially.
Oh, this is really cool. And also is obviously a benefit for the local economy because you're not just bringing letting people in South Australia learn and taste more of the Yorke Peninsula oysters, which is a beautiful thing, but also you are an extra spot to stop in the Yorke Peninsula, so people can find extra things to do over here, which is a benefit for the whole economy.
No, we will gladly and happily talk about oysters and talk about what we do, and as you've experienced today, we will let you taste the oysters. And if you want, you can buy some. If you don't, that's fine too. But we're more than happy to just welcome you to Yorke Peninsula and show you what we do.
Perfect. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure to be here. And I have my son running around. How's it going over there? That's dangerous.
You're taking lots of photos, Francis?
Yeah. Perfect. And for the people that's following us, obviously on Facebook or on the radio, you can find information on the website. Do you have a Facebook page or a...
We do. It's just search Pacific Estate Oysters, and
Oh, you actually are on the South Australian Government website.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen
yeah,
you.
yeah,
I've seen your.
We are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And we're the second to top in things to do on York Peninsula.
Look at that. Better than that.
YP Tourism, and we'd welcome you over here. Welcome to see what we do and what we've got.
Perfect. See you again on the Agri Adventures YouTube channel, on Radio Italia Uno, and over here in your peninsula.
That's it. Ciao.
That was perfect. So, I hope that you enjoyed the interview with Steve. It was really nice to know more about his choice as a business to support his own retirement with the development of a new business in aquaculture. And it was also nice to know more about oysters as animals, as a product, and a little bit more about the surroundings of York Peninsula. Steve obviously is one of the many businesses that is possible to visit in the area, and if you are interested you can visit the AgriAdventures website www.agriadventures.com.au, where you can find on the home page a map where all the businesses that have been interviewed in the last year and a half are located. So you can read and listen and watch, but also you can go and visit them for support the local community and the local economy. So again, I hope you enjoyed, and see you the next week with a new interview, 15 minutes interviews on Agri Adventure social platform. Have a great day from Simone. Ciao.